So I just got in my new digital caliper, and I got this because my other one, the battery fried inside of it and broke, and it really wasn't a super expensive one. This one has way better feel. It feels hefty, like it's a good quality set of calipers. Now, I'm mainly going to be using this for sizing up different size nuts and bolts, but you know, there's a few instances where I need to check clearance. And so this bolt is a 35, it's a 35 millimeter bolt, but the problem is, like, I need to get a certain clearance, so I need to know that full length, and I actually have it in inches right now. So it does millimeters, inches, fraction of an inch, and back to millimeters. So my total external is going to be 3650. So for this to pass through a space, it has to be over 3650. So that's a good thing to know. That's one of the big things that I need these for. Another thing is depth. And I really, like, I thought I'd have to do it a different way, but I didn't know it worked this way. So when you, this is a little rolling wheel, just makes it a little bit easier to kind of roll it versus kind of pulling it out. So you just roll this little rolling wheel, and you can see as I roll it in this side, you have a little thing coming out right here. So get it to 0, and then you put this in a depth that you want to measure, like that. And then I'm just going to kind of roll the wheel till it touches. And so I don't know if you could barely see that, but it's touching the bottom, and that gives us our depth. So that little depth right there was 12 millimeters. So 12 millimeters is this little indentation right here, and so now I know that depth. You know, that, or if I want to do the internal, so I need to know this bolt. I have a 12 millimeter bolt. I need to know if it's going to fit through this hole. And so if I open them like that, we can see, no, it won't. It's 10 millimeters. So this is a 10 millimeter hole. So my 12 millimeter bolt that I need to put this on, this is a bike adapter, won't fit. So now I know how big I need to drill this hole out to make my 12 millimeter bolt fit. So this is going to be a huge help with my tools, and so that I'm not guessing, you know, what sizes I need or any of that. And it does come with batteries. Mine had batteries in it as well as a spare set of batteries, so that's pretty cool. This right here is your tensioner. So if you want it to roll, like if it's rolling too quick, you can tighten it up, and it's going to have a little bit more friction to it. If you loosen it up all the way, it slides just super easy. Then another thing you have here is if you push it all the way in, if for some reason it's not at 0, like see it went to 0, but let's say you want this to be your 0, let's say 1 inch is my 0. So you can see the 1 inch, sorry, it goes right there. So the 1 inch mark, I want that to be my 0, hit 0, now that's my 0. So from there I can go out. I don't know what, how I would use that, but that's just how you do it, on and off. And it will automatically turn on when you start moving it, so that's pretty cool. But I'd like to turn it on, make sure it's at 0, and we're doing millimeters or inches, whichever one I want to do, fraction of an inch, but I'm mainly doing millimeters. So really cool set of digital calipers here, and a little gauge on the back too. They want to show a little chart, but definitely well made. And this is something that I'm going to use a lot working on my e-bikes and a lot of the other mechanic work that I do.